What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the vlog. I said it before in the previous video, I'm gonna say it again. Thank you guys for all the love and support, both on Instagram and YouTube platform. I'm at over 2,000 subscribers over here, and on Instagram I'm I think like 700 and something. Thank you for the support. If you guys want to message me, DM me about something or anything, maybe you have a couple questions, not too much though, because y'all be killing me sometimes. There'd be a lot of freaking questions, but you know, I love them, and I appreciate the fact that y'all taking y'all time out the day to listen to something that I even have to say or my advice. It makes me feel important. So before I get into this, I want to give you guys just a brief understanding for those of you who haven't watched all my videos, or you know, haven't subscribed, just popped up and seen this video. I'll give you guys a little brief description of my car right here, and part of me is really filthy, like it's dirty, but we're gonna get that washed. Anyway, this is my 2014 BMW 435. It is a rear-wheel drive M55 engine, which is the BMW's 3-liter single turbo twin scroll. This motor is the predecessor to the new B58 that many of you guys will know has gained a lot of popularity in these past couple of years that has been out. I went ahead and installed a catless downpipe in order to flash this car to a stage 2 tune. I pushed it somewhere, I would say, well into the 360 to 380 wheel horsepower. Some supporting mods that I did, I went ahead and installed a VRSF front mount intercooler with a VRSF charge pipe. If you guys want to see that, I'll make a playlist of the, I guess, power build video, whatever the case may be. Now, in my opinion, I feel that I'm somewhere around the 400 wheel horsepower mark. This is an electronic wastegate, and it does crank out a tad bit more power than a pneumatic. So all you pre-LCI guys out there, I feel sorry for you. Well, I don't, but you know what it is. Proud to announce to you guys that I actually picked up a M Performance limited slip differential. Wait a minute, it's a lot of diff fluid in here. That could not be good. Hopefully you guys are excited to see the kind of crazy hoon I'm gonna do with this. But now I paid about 600 and change for this differential right here. And it typically went for, I think, about like $2 grand, but lately BMW has bottomed out on the prices of these for the automatic transmission. The manual transmission still remains the same price. However, I know some people try to look into swapping the manual open diff for the automatic limited slip. Don't correct me if I'm wrong, I know the ratios are different. So this has a slightly higher ratio, which means acceleration will be better. However, it will go through gears. It would go through the gears a lot quicker. I mean, this is an 8-speed automatic versus a 6-speed manual, so that kind of makes sense on why that is. You have 2 extra gears. The manual, you only have about 6, so you know, you need that longer kind of final drive. The reasons why I needed this is because that one tire fire. Typically when you're doing a burnout, both wheels will hook, but it's really kind of like inconsistent. And when you're cornering, i.e. on the track or whatever the case may be, basically the open differential sends power to one wheel essentially, and that's the wheel with the least resistance. So any of you electrical engineering guys out there, you kind of understand a little bit better what I'm talking about as far as like power going towards like least resistance and everything. That's how electricity works. Let's say you're going around a right-hand corner and all the weight is transferred to the left side of the car, and the right rear wheel gets a little light. Power says, hey, listen, it's easier to just dismiss this way, so let me just go this way, and you get that inner tire fire, which does not rotate the car around the bend properly. Now, limited slip differential is exactly what it says. It's a limited slip differential, so the power does not go in the route of least resistance. It actually goes into the wheel with the more resistance. Differential is sourced by BMW. You can get it at the BMW dealership. However, there is none in the country. They are on back order, so by the time you guys see in this video, if you don't have it, you ain't gonna get it for some time, maybe August or September. What I'm gonna get now is I'm gonna get that power sent to the tire with the most grip in the rear. Once that outside tire loses grip, both tires are gonna spin. Now, if you guys do not know by now, the M3 and the M4 cars obviously come with this already from the factory. If you guys see me do donuts Now you can tell it's a little bit uncontrolled. You have to kind of upset the chassis of the car in order to get this thing to spin. You can't really do a controlled slide with an open diff car. You better get prepared because I'm going to do some controlled drifts, burnouts, donuts for you guys after the 500-mile braking period, which I will touch base on in a second. With both wheels spinning, you can control the car a heck of a lot better because you don't have to upset the chassis to get the back end out. You can just feed it power and you can modulate the power to control how much of a spin you actually want. There's a clutch-based system, so clutches are a wear item. I'm not sure exactly the service interval where the clutches would need to be replaced. However, if I keep the car long enough and do too much hooning that the clutches wear out, I'm going to upgrade to carbon fiber clutches, and that's going to be another video for you guys. So it's a win-win, right? I'm kind of getting a little tired of working, like, I guess, not in like a shop environment. Gotta get on my back, use jack stands, figure out different ways. I just want to be a little safe because this puppy does weigh 73 pounds. I don't have a transmission jack or anything like that, so I might just cough up the big bucks and have the pros install it, so that way I give you guys a nice video of me hooning around. That's pretty much all I got for you guys today. Just wanted to let you guys know what came in the mail, what I got, and it will be going in soon as I can find somebody that want to do it for the low, because I don't like paying all them high prices. If you guys know, I got this car for $26,000. That was cheap. The only things I really paid full price for was, I think, the drive shaft. Yeah, I think the drive shaft. Everything else is pretty much like a budget style thing that actually works out for me. I have to pick up some diff fluid because it spilled out everywhere and it stinks. But I'm gonna try to get this video out as soon as possible for you guys. Listen, the track build is coming so far. I can't wait to actually catch grip in second gear. I'm gonna be a little bit careful because I don't want to damage anything. Speaking of damaging everything, I have been driving on the ZF transmission flash for a little bit now. I don't know if you guys transmissions make that sound, but I've noticed in 6th gear it makes a tad bit of a whining sound. Nothing to be alarmed about. I have no clue what it is. I'm just reporting my findings to you guys because in all reality, it is a beta testing, and I don't want everybody to just jump on it and say, well, hey, listen, we're gonna just jump on it and flash our cars and just have fun. It is still in beta mode and tested mode, which means it's not perfectly dialed in yet. Majority of people I know already have flashed it, but just remember, keep that in mind. It's still being tested, so there will be revisions. But boot mode is pretty good. They revised their tunes and everything as well. All right, guys, Mike from Slow Speed. We signing off on here. I got to pick this big, heavy differential back in the trunk. I wish you guys could help. Peace out. Sorry guys, I had to go out in the shade because it's too hot over there. Basically what you're gonna look for with your open diff, like I said, it's gonna be cheaper and lighter. The LSD limited sub differential is gonna be improved traction. You can make some sick M4 drifts. BMW have what's called an ELSD, and it's essentially just an open diff, some computer trickery to go ahead and apply the brakes on whatever was spinning. Now it's a more so of a reactive thing instead of a proactive because it waits until you lose grip, get out of control, before it decides to go ahead and apply that brake. You got about 400 horsepower and about over 400 pound-feet of torque. You got the brakes fighting the power of the car, and it's, like I said, it sends that shock, and whatever's the weakest link, it'll snap. So you have all that power being made in the front and the engine at the beginning of the line, and then you have the brakes being applied right at the end of where that power is going. Twist everything, you know? For those of you guys who want to go out there and try the ELSD, just know one thing, disclaimer, it only works with DSC off, number one, and two, it's just a whole bunch of wasted power because all that power has been being stopped by the brakes. So, hey, it's kind of not worth it, but who knows? If you want to, go ahead. I've been rushing through these words. I took this about 2 to 3 times, all right? I think so. Yeah, about 2 to 3 times I went ahead and did this. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna include this in the vlog or whatever, but I definitely gotta go ahead and get this car clean. So I ain't gonna hold you guys. I'm gonna get out of here, go take this car to the car wash because 2 things. 1, I don't feel like washing it myself, and 2, it definitely needs to get clean. It's filthy.